Hello, greetings, you, Team Pamela. How are you doing this hour? I hope you are fine. We thank God for everything. Thank you so much for finding time always to come and watch my videos. Thank you for the overwhelming support. My keyboard reactors, the returning subscribers, new subscribers, everybody feel at home and feel welcome. Thank you so much. So back to our reaction video today. Today I want us to check on Marrwaas, still stuck in Argentina, calling himself now a resident of Argentina. And I hope now maybe when he comes to Kenya, he'll be now the tourist because already he's now feeling okay there. But I see someone who is stuck. He's very stuck, and he's saying his mind is in Kenya. His mind and his body is in Kenya. He's just there, but the mind, everything now is in Kenya, in Africa now. So, and Marrwaas is stuck knowing his videos are boring. And he's telling people, I know my videos are boring, but they are educating videos. You see, I don't know what he's educating now. I don't know. I don't understand. But there's this video which he made yesterday, at this part which we didn't analyze. This is what I want us to dwell on, and then we move to the other one of today, because I don't want the video to be that long. This one caught my attention because I reacted upon this video, but I did finish, because you cannot finish Marrwaas, so he has long videos. So this one, Mura, as he was making his videos, Mura went in, and because the baby wanted to be carried, because this baby now is trying to know people now. He's growing, and he has now known the family members. He knows them. So when he's left alone, he cries and he wants to go with them. So Mura says so because he likes playing a lot. Sometimes he forgets this is a real human being. He plays with the baby like a doll. So Mura Senso left the baby with the pillow, and the way he placed that pillow, face of the baby grabbed the pillow, and the baby was playing with the pillow as Mura Senso walked outside. Rosio mom was not there, just a small baby, 5 months old, very young. He can even suffocate himself with the pillow because he's just grabbing, he knows nothing. But Mura Senso took time, left him there. Mura Senso left the baby with the pillow just like that and went outside to finish his video while the baby was struggling here with the pillow. Comment section was full. When I saw that, I said, my goodness, how many people have lost their life through the pillow? Suffocation. So, Marrwaas, this thing like this you're doing in a foreign land, you're stuck in Argentina, you do such a thing and maybe something bad happens to the baby. Will you ever come to Africa? You'll rot in jail. There are things you need to think before you do, because you like playing a lot. You like playing and you think you are still a boy. You are an old man who should take care of this baby. You love this baby. You should love this baby more than even the videos which you are making. But your mind is just stuck in one thing. If you don't show grass, you don't show Timmy, your mind cannot maybe work properly. Now it is about your sister-in-law. And this is now what you want to dwell on. Instead of taking care of the baby, Rosio mom left you in the care of the baby, but you left the baby with the pillow. Imagine that. So let me read some of the comments, because people are mad. These are his people. The comment section was full of this comment, wondering what type of a man is this? What type of a father is it? And here he comes out, he wants to sue people. Oh, you hate my son. You who love the son, leaving him to suffocate. Let's read this comment and then we just analyze, because what he did, very wrong. So the many, we are going to read some because we will jump others. I'm in shock. I'm sorry commenting, you tricked Maisha to leave him alone with a pillow on his face to appease to your videoing. Make this make sense. Even if you didn't place the pillow over the baby's face, you should not leave the baby unattended for any length of time. This was scary. Another one says, Rosie would never put a pillow on Maisha's face. Mara, you are becoming a danger to your child. You play too much and don't reason deep. You don't reason deep when it comes to that child. You must put yourself in Maisha's shoes each time you want to play rough. Remember, he's not a doll, but real human, without the experience you have as an adult. Rosie would never do that. I think you didn't watch your mom care for your younger ones, because she would never throw a pillow on a child and walk away. You need to think before you act. Show less. So these are his supporters. These are his subscribers, not any other person, because when they saw that, they were mad. What is this man trying to do? Why does he like jokes like this? Why does he play even with a baby? and throwing the pillow on the face of a baby. When I saw that, I was shocked. What is this? What is wrong with you? Don't ever leave a baby unattended, especially with a pillow over him. People are concerned. Another one is saying, "Bro, I can't believe what I just saw. What you did to your son with that pillow, bro. If that child suffocates in America, you will go to jail. Please think before you act. YouTube is not everything. Think first about your child's safety. Please think about your son first. Then YouTube and cameras. Please don't have regrets." People are still talking because the comment. I'm not even jumping. Can you imagine? Marwa, you never put something as a little pillow over the baby face. That that young, he can suffocate accidentally because he's still not strong enough to push it off. Please remember, no matter how strong he is, a pillow or any other object that large enough where it cuts off his breathing passage. People are reacting. Mine is just to read and for you to understand how it was, because people were not happy with him. He just plays, yeah? He just plays. So let's continue. My brother Mara, stop while carrying baby Maisha. That what? That camera people can buy it for you, but we can't buy for you that handsome boy. So always learn to put your camera down whenever you are doing something and carrying baby Maisha. Love from Uganda. So that one is from Uganda. Another one is saying, Mara, your baby should be your priority always. Pillow on his head so that you go outside to finish the video. That is a question. The video finished last night when you got out of the bus. So people are concerned. How comes our father, who always parades here all the time, the way he cares for the son, the way he cares for the family, the way he want to protect his family, the way he want to take people to jail because of this son and the family. This is the father who puts now the pillow over the son's face, a child of 5 months. What if he pushes that pillow on his face and you are outside filming? Even the video which you are going to do, these are just boring videos. Would you leave your son unattended and go outside and do boring videos? Huh? You see, this is the man whom you think this is a commando. This man is so into this video making content creation to the extent he doesn't care about the son. You want to tell me if Rocio maybe would have come and find the son with the pillow, because they like throwing things, because he's saying he likes to press things like this. He doesn't know what he's doing because he's a young child. That is a matter of, maybe if you see him pushing like this, maybe he just want to push it away, but he doesn't know. What if the pillow would have pushed or to suffocate this boy? What would you have done? Like one of your subscribers said that if maybe something would have happened to the baby, what would you have done in America, Murasenso? What would you have said? Do you think people would have known you never did it? It would just be like, now it's you who did it. So sometimes before you think fast. Do not just rush. You're not starting to make videos today. Like another one told you, Murasenso, you can buy a camera and you can make videos every day, but you can never buy a child. So the child should be your first priority, number one priority. I've always said Murasenso has no priority. He doesn't have any priority. Even to his son, he doesn't have. This is someone who poses like a loving father, a loving father. You leave your son unattended with the pillow on his face. You are going to make video outside. You are going to finish a video which the other one has said you finished the previous night. So this is a very careless person. And no wonder you see him touching things, because he doesn't know his boundaries. The only thing which he could give the baby is the pillow. Imagine that. Does the baby have toys? The baby has toys. You cannot place a big pillow on the baby's face and you're going outside. I saw that and said, my goodness, what is happening? Is this how they the baby's attention? You have to throw a pillow on his face. A caring father, someone who want to take people to court because of this baby. Huh? Sometimes karma is bad. Karma can rotate, because what this man is doing is he likes playing along. To stop this, he should drop all this nonsense. And now this is a baby. This is not a doll like the other one I said. The comments are so many. People are not happy. Like everyone was not happy with what he did. But for you to see him doing it like this, It is not his first time doing it because it's something which he's used to. You saw that the way he threw it on his face. It's like now that is what they have been doing. He's saying he's strong. He grabs things. Huh? It's not about him being strong. Okay, so after grabbing, do you think he can sense that now I'm suffocating? Let me remove it. He cannot. Huh? If he's strong and he's pulling it, he can even suffocate himself because he will keep on pushing it down. Huh? So that can bring a lot of problem into you. So check those areas. Do not sit outside and start criticizing to African. Check yourself first. What are the things which you are doing? Why do people come and talk about you? Because the things which you do things opposite. Like this one was quite very opposite. I could not understand this. Hmm? Don't these play toys for the baby to play with? So now you are throwing just the pillow to make him just squeeze the pillow to wait for you until you finish the. And now today's video, Mura Sensor was talking about how it's become now a resident of Argentina. It reaches a point whereby any country will make you a resident after staying for that in that country for long. So this makes him happy because he likes talking about how Africa, there's a lot of dust. Look at this place, in Africa, there's no place which there is no dust. These are the things which make me feel bad with this man. You praise the country, you talk about the country, oh, this place I have to look this side, this side. At the same time, you praise it. At the same time, you talk about African all the time when he doesn't have any content. Who would love to be talked like this about? Because even African, the blacks which you've been talking about, it is a high time you drop it because you're forgetting you are one of them. Always talking about how people want to put people who have made it in life down. What is it that you've made? All the times you have to bring that up. Oh, you people always want to put you down because you've made it. Where have come from? People when they see a car, look at here. When you are in Argentina or maybe developed country, you see already you've called them developed countries. You are saying African is young in terms of independence. So why are you comparing? You always say these countries we are seeing they are over 200 years since they got independent, but then you are comparing with the countries which are young countries. You cannot maybe compare a giant with a small country. You always say that and then you forget. You say, oh, in Africa, if you see someone having a car, it's a big deal, but here look, even Mr. Lewis is having, that is you. In Africa, people have cars. Say where I come from, when people see cars, people are maybe trembling when they see someone with a car, or when they hear someone want to buy a car like you, they feel like. But that is where you come from. Look in Africa. Is there a space where you can even park your cars? Are those not cars? Go to Nairobi. There's no space of parking. Go to Mombasa, go to Kisumu, all these towns. Eh? There are no parking spaces. Are those not cars? So which cars do you want people to see or to have? If you've not seen that thing, do not generalize things. Because this thing, Mura Senso have been repeating it every now and then. Talking about the Africans, those who are in Argentina or other countries, when they are selling, they sell sunglasses. Oh, you pity them. Oh, these are people who are doing their job. They are doing their businesses. They have never complained. They have never come to you. Oh, bro, help us this way. It is you who sit in your live stream and ask people for donation, not them. Not them. So that is more a sense of talking about nonsense every now and then. I want us to hear what he's now talking about, because about the pillow, that one there's nothing to put because already we know it was just a pillow which was thrown on the face of the baby for the baby to struggle with it so that he cannot cry when the dad leaves him. Yeah? Serious, this will stop that, because you see him doing that is not the first time. This is what they have been doing to this baby. So the baby is also used to grabbing that pillow. Huh? It should not be a joke. It should not joke. So let's have a look at it or hear what he's saying, because nowadays there's no looking. It's hear what he's saying.
My mind, not my mind, my mind and soul, yes, is already in Africa. I'm already feeling like, okay, now it's time for us to go. But I'm just waiting for the right moment for my wife to get her driving license. It took her so long. Sometimes something like that makes me and her have a small argument here and there, because I'm like, bro, we should get this thing right and just be gone for now. But again, I tell myself, like, everything happens for a reason.
So that shows this driving license or Rocio mom has been doing it intentionally, because if they have been quarreling or having fights because of this, sometimes you have to do things right, which means she never wanted to finish it with in the right time, or maybe she failed and now repeating it. That could be because why would Mura Senso see it as like now someone is dragging if it is just something she just wanted to do and once and finish with it. But if it makes them to fight, it's like now she was dragging. She's been dragging. She doesn't want to go, or maybe she has been failing. No, when you fail, you have to repeat again. So this lady is tough, but when it comes to other things, she fails. She has been failing all along. That is why she's not getting it. That's why they are still waiting for that driving license.
For now, God wants me to be here in Argentina, and I should enjoy every moment that I am here in Argentina and not have any excuse for otherwise, you know? So that's what's going on here. And one day I'll talk about residency here in Argentina, how to be a resident, because I've gone through the same. And I'll explain what it means to be a resident here, types of residences you can get if you actually want to move to Argentina, what it feels like. But just know that one thing for sure, any country in the world, you can't stay in their territory continuously for more than 6 months or 180 days without you being a resident. In one way or the other, you have to gain a new status, because if you entered as a tourist, after 180 days, there is no way.
So first Mura Senso talked about his body and soul now. He feels like now he's in Africa. And you really, really stayed in Argentina because you wanted to. Otherwise, if you had your ticket, because I normally think when you travel, you should harm yourself with a ticket, to and fro ticket to these countries you are visiting. But when you went there, there's one thing which took them there, because according to Mura Senso, despite Rosio mom went there to have a baby, but Mura Senso, his plans were to have the strong passport. So all this time he's been staying there or yearning to get this strong passport. But now he's telling us now he's become a resident. Is it because you married Rosio mom or because you had a baby? Because how did you get it? Because you had a baby or because you married Rosio mom?
They can keep having you as a tourist because it's already half a year. So you have to find a way to be a resident. And there are different types of residences depending on countries. There is just, apart from being a tourist, you can get temporary residence, you can get permanent residence, you can get investor visa residence. Like here they have one they call investor visa residence. There is also rentista visa residence. There is also student visa residence. You know, you can come and enroll in a school and say you want to learn Spanish.
And how about the YouTube residents? They don't have that. The YouTuber residents, maybe you got that, because if it is marrying Rocio, you're not married Rocio. So which one did you get? Because you have to let us know. There are so many people who might want to go there, and you have to let them know which one did you get, you as Mura Senso. Did you get the YouTuber residence or did you get the which one? Because marrying Rocio, not yet.
Just like that, you can live in the country legally, and even they can give you their other residences that allow you to work and study at the same time. You know, work visa. Still, that's a type of residence. But being a tourist is very different. Tourist is I go check people out there and then I'll be gone. And in addition to that is, remember, I'm not just a guy in Argentina. No, Argentina for me now is like my second home because I have family here, and with the laws of Argentina, when you are married or you have kids in Argentina or you are married with an Argentinian, you know, there are some privileges you get so that you can actually sustain your family. Because think of this.
So Murasenso is now, Argentina is his second home because he's now married in Argentina or has a baby in Argentina. We know you have a baby in Argentina. So did they give you the visa because you had a baby, or because you are married, or because you are a YouTuber? Because number one, you have to explain to people. There are some who might want to come there. You know what? The way you always campaign to your people while you're on live stream. So you better explain to them which one is yours. Huh? Not just generalizing thing. You have to explain mine is this, and that. Because if it is married, you've not married in Argentina. So let your people know, Murasenso.
Move to a new country, you know, you can't work until you get this type of residences or work permits, licenses, okay? So in a country where you can't work, it will be very hard. How will you pay for your rent? How will you? That's one thing I was telling you. I was filming my video, I think yesterday, one of my videos in Buenos Aires. I was telling you that sometimes I feel so sad for the African brothers who live here in these countries, not just in Argentina, but also across the world, let's say Europe and things like. Wait, I thought I found gold coins.
There's now one thing which I've come to realize about Murasenso. Murasenso has known now people like to comment or to react about the things which he is doing, touching the ground, collecting things on the ground. So he's doing it intentionally. Like now, this one is walking on the grass and then stepped on something. He's talking about the gold. Why is it that you think each and every time you move around, people have just left gold for you to come and pick? Those goals are just waiting for you to pick. So this is someone who is playing with people's mind. Now this is what I've come to realize. If it is not that, it is karma, because he might do things, but he doesn't know what he's doing. You can't tell me a grown up like this every now and then he has to go down, bend, and touch even things in the grass. You can't imagine the things which are in the grass. Murasenso touched them in with his hand. So I think this one also gives him joy. If when people talk about him, he gets views out of it, and he get promoted. So this one is like he's doing it intentionally. This is what I've come to realize, because with his senses, no one can do this. What this man does.
As I was telling you, is you know, it's different when I see my African brothers on this other side of the world. I feel sometimes pain for them because honestly, they really try hard to make a living. And if they came to these countries illegally, okay, or they overstayed here, let's say they came legally, but they ended up overstaying, it becomes very challenging for them to actually get a regular work, let's say as a police officer or something like that. It's very challenging for them. Thing is, sometimes also the language, they don't know the language of the locals, so most companies can't employ them because of language barrier. Because maybe you want to be a secretary and you have to communicate in Spanish, then you can't. And maybe also another thing is, maybe most of these brothers from Africa came here, didn't have a good background, background. They didn't have a very good.
You might be shocked, Mura says. So those people whom you think maybe you look down upon while they are, maybe when they are selling on the street, you might be shocked. Those people might even be more learned than you think. Eh? Jobs are scarce, not only abroad, even in Africa, everywhere. So when you see people maybe hawking, so long as you can get your daily bread, even those people who are hawking, they are not complaining. They have not asked anybody for food. What people do or want in this world to get us shelter and food, because we've seen people like you who have built big villas with donation, still you are not even satisfied. So what is the point of having a lot, do the hawking on the seat, but you are satisfied, than someone who is sitting now look at where he's seated in the front of his in-laws. You are lost sitting like that, and you compare with yourself with the Africans who have their dignity, who are selling their things and not even begging. You who is begging every now and then, sitting now there criticizing people. Okay, you are learned. Which job are you doing yourself? Where are you employed?
Good background on education, or let's go to school where they came from. Let's say they're coming from, let's say, Senegal, and in Senegal they didn't go to school there, so they don't have good education. So when they come here, they can't work, they can't be absorbed in normal working here and there, you know. So most of the time, you find them that they are trying to survive on an independent basis, where they have to sell stuff in the streets. And even some countries, they don't like them selling things in the streets, because they change these streets to look like where they came from. Because other countries, you can't just go and put stuff on the road like this and start selling. So it becomes a cat and mouse game.
I see that is like now when when someone think bad about you because you might not know. Like I said earlier, you can't understand, and people you cannot judge when you see people maybe doing business. Maybe you can just say, "Oh, these are not people who have gone to school. This one never went to school," because that is the reason why they are hawking, and that is why the reason they are doing this kind of job. No, no, no. It's just because there are no jobs everywhere, not only in Africa, everywhere. Jobs are scarce, so don't look and see now because maybe they have come from Senegal, they never went to school. School is not everything. We've seen many people who have not gone to school, but they are doing well in life, and many people who have gone to school and having nothing. So it is not about the school, it is how you do your work. Working smart, if you do it smart, whatever you are doing, you can just still achieve. And also, it is God who provides. You can go to school. We have people with master's degrees, but we have people who have done masters, but they don't have jobs. People have papers out here, and you see someone is hawking does not mean that is what they know only, or maybe they don't understand the language. Language is not the job, my friend. Now you are introducing your sister-in-law to YouTube. Does she understand English? No, but she can still do it. People have been doing it. So it is not about the language. It's not about education. It is not about what one does. It is what you get out of what you are doing. You can see them standing there, arranging their things, but you don't know how much they collect. And you'll never find them sitting somewhere begging. No, they wake up every morning and they go and do their things because you don't know. Maybe back home they're helping a lot. Maybe they have residence, which you have. Maybe they're also married in those countries you are seeing them. So do not judge. Just know yours, and that will be okay.
If you're poor and you have to sell sunglasses in the streets to make a living, it becomes very difficult. Very, very difficult, guys.
So that is now where you go wrong. Don't see them like now when they are selling sunglasses, now they are poor. Who tells you that? Eh? You can even be poor in judgment making. You can be poor in priorities. You can be poor. Poor means a lot. Even people who does not know how to communicate, you can be poor in communication. You can be poor. Poor does not mean money only. You can have money but poor in decision making. Like you don't have priorities, so you are very poor in decision making or priorities. But them, they can be selling sunglasses, but they have a good decision. They make their decision well. They know how to budget with their money. They know what to do with the little money they get, and their life is just okay. They are not begging. They have not asked. They have not asked for any help, and they are not complaining. It is you who is sitting there complaining about them, but they have never called you even when you are filming and say, "Oh, bro, help us with this," because they are contented with whatever they have. Life is just about what you make it. If you want to live happily without a lot, you'll just be okay. Because we've seen people with a lot of money, but they're not happy. Happiness is not all about traveling. It's not all about having a lot of money. It's not all about having a big house. So long as you can get a place to sleep, get clothes to wear, and food, you move ahead. It's not about savings and savings. Soon we are heading home. This is not where we are going to be forever.
Another thing also I always tell, especially with the black race, where I belong, we will never be respected until we build Africa. You can call yourself a black American, you can call yourself British, I don't know, British American actor, British African, European African, Afro something. unless Africa is built and it has very good standards of living, most of the time we will not be respected. That's why you always see people kick us left, right, center. Even though we have one of the best continents in the world.
Instead of sometimes, you are saying you are educating people. They educate people on a different level, because now it's not about building the buildings which you are seeing. People should also build their mind. Make your mind to be contented with what you have. You don't need to have many roads or clean road to make you be a human being, because all these things you are talking about, these are earthly things. All these things, people are going to live there. Even those developed countries which you are talking about, are they okay? Are they happy? They are in those nice building, nice road, nice whatever, but are they happy? So if they cannot find happiness in the building or the roads, so I don't think it is not, it is everything. Sometimes tell people to look upon, believe in God, because it is the end is near. It's not about building the earth, the building the roads. Sometimes it does not make sense. So that is Mura Senso. When he doesn't have a content, he sits there. Now he's sitting there in front of the in-laws, eh, uh, trying to figure out what next, because there's no content.
We have one of the youngest continents, and also we are very artistic, we are very entertaining. See, like a guy like me here, I've been entertaining you guys for 9 years. Like God has given us some natural way of surviving this world naturally, but somehow we don't appreciate what we have. We fight with one another. We are always trying to put the other guy who is trying to make it down.
Now you're becoming personal. Now you always bring yourself in whatever you are saying. Every now and then, there's no video which will end without Mura Senso bringing him topic and bringing his villagers here, because he's the guy who has made it. Now people are trying to put him down. What is it that you've made? And you sit and always ask for donation. People who have made it, they don't ask. They are the people who give out. So tell your subscribers they are the ones who have made it, not you. You cannot make it with the people's money.
See that when I'm traveling around here. You see, the neighbor is parking his car. Mr. Luis is parking his car. The other neighbor is also going into her car. So everybody is just doing her business.
Maro, you forget very fast. Now you forget. Now you are the one who have been telling us, Mr. Luis and the neighbor, they are not getting along. Are they Africans? You've been even climbing to check what the neighbors are doing or what they have on the other hand. You've been even talking about how when this one buys a car, the other one also buys. They have been competing because they don't get along. Are you not the one who have been telling us? And now you are saying the neighbors they're just doing their thing. This one is doing. We are all human beings. It is just about color. Huh? Color cannot define how people think, Mura Senso. Sometimes don't forget and don't just talk because people are talking. You are the one who brought all this gossip to us. These people, they don't get along with Mr. Lewis. And now you are saying the neighbor is doing their thing, Mr. Lewis is doing their thing. They don't do their thing. They are human beings. So there's no one who is perfect in this world. We are just the same. It's just a matter of the color and the language. Just that. Nothing more, nothing less.
But it's only in Africa that when somebody makes it, label him with all names. Oh, he's Illuminati, he's a thief, he's a scammer. Like they cannot just let you be, they don't believe you can be, you can grow, you can like for them what they know is you should.
They cannot let you be if you are scamming people, because no one can call someone a scammer if they have not seen that scamming. Like now, the things which are happening back home now, as we speak, you don't want us to talk about them, because when we talk now, we are letting or we are putting our people down. No, we cannot just let people scam. If it was so, even maybe the government would not be arresting people, because they are arresting maybe their fellow black. So law has to be there. People have to account for their mistake and they have to own. Not just because if you are African, you should just be left. Because you are an African, you are trying to grow up. You're trying to make ends meet. Now you are growing, your people are putting you down. So you should just be left. No. If something is wrong, it is wrong. Whether you're African or what, people will have to tell you. If you are scamming people, people will have to say, stop this scamming, stop doing this. It is not about African, it is about the things which are happening here in the world.
Should be suffering. So it becomes very hard, you know. Even me myself, growing in such an environment was very difficult. And sometimes even I still doubt that if maybe I didn't live outside Africa to see how other people live, their perception of life, I'll still be the same.
I think you are still the same because I've never seen that change you at all. What is it that you've changed? If it is begging now, it is more worse. You're stuck now where you are seated because you can't go home. So what is it that you've done differently? Which you can say, me, this one, I'm different from other fellow Africans. I don't see it at all. Huh? Even dressing code is different. Huh? The Africans whom you look down upon dress nicely. Everything of there is okay. Do not walk and think the villa which you build has changed now the way you think or the way you see things. Mm-mm. It is not about houses. It is not about the big house. At the end of the day, you'll just sleep in one bed. Whether you have 100 bedrooms, you'll sleep in one bed. So I don't see anything which have changed which has changed. You who is just filming the road, I don't think.
I think I'll still have an effect of kind of being the same. Maybe I'll be more. For example, where I come from, when you have a car, people know, oh, that guy has a car. But in societies like this, these are two cars, and oh, another one is there, another one here. Mr. Luis is parking two here. Like nobody really is bothering you. Like it's like having a sweater. So it's a
So Mura says so. In Africa, who has ever bothered someone with a car? When you walk, how many cars do you see in Africa? Can you count them? Can you count the cars? If it is not your siblings, because I see this car is in use so much, and your siblings, because it's like you've never seen a car, or maybe someone close to you never had a car. That is why you talk about cars. You've never had even any African talking about cars. It's about your family. It's like the way you are saying you grew up when you were being rained on, all these things you never had. So if you never had, or if you've never seen the cars, it is not you. Don't bring it to people. Out here, African is a rich country. People are rich in Africa. People have cars. Name them. So if you are seeing the car for the first time, you yourself, just say, me as a person, us or our family, we are seeing cars for the first time. But Africa, no.
videos are kind of boring, and some people don't like this type of videos. But at least I know there is one person who will learn from these videos in one way.
These videos are very, very boring, and he knows they are boring, and that is why he's just doing them anyway. Can watch, but not because they are videos we can sell. He knows himself because you see Mura Senso talk about all the time. You cannot put your people down all the time, even if maybe you hate them. You cannot be putting your people all the time down. When you talk, you just talk about Africa. They don't have this. At the same time, Africa, we are the best continent. Again, you should be known with your words. Don't be like this, like chameleon. People don't understand you now. Now you are a resident of Argentina. Are you now a tourist in Kenya? Are you going to be a tourist?
Africa is a very nice continent, and I think there's more opportunity in Africa than right here. Here already, there's nothing you can build here, and unless you have to demolish these. And in Africa, there's massive lands everywhere. There's opportunities everywhere. My life in Argentina, for now, is coming soon. It's coming to an end. I have learned something that I'll take back home. Look, there's no dust here. Look, there's no dust. Everything is cemented. It's grass. There's no dust. Kids grow knowing no dust. But the other places where kids are growing every day, their eyes are aching because of dust and all these things. And
That's a lie. There's nowhere where there's no dust. Dust is everywhere because people are living down here on earth. So you want to tell me in front of that maybe door, if it is cemented, the whole place is cemented. Wherever you walk, it is cemented. So calm down. Let Africans be. And you said yourself, African is young. These people got independence like 200, 300 years ago. Us is just like 20 years, 30, others like 15, 60 years. You cannot compare. And don't compare where there is no comparison, please. So let African be. Let the children have dust on their eyes, but at least they are okay. They are excelling. Uh, People like you, so you are from Africa. Now you are showing people the world. So we cannot compete. Let people be and let African be, because if it is talking bad about African, you've done it. You and your family, you talk about African. If African was maybe to cry, Africa would be crying with its people. Anyway, that is that. Thank you so much for watching. We are wishing Mura Senso to go back home, because we see there's no content. And what do you expect him to do? Because we need him also here on the seat. He knows people needs him, so he has to come with anything. Even if he's now going to check on the grass to get maybe gold, he'll have to go there, because he knows people are going to talk about gold thing. Bending on the seat now, touching the leaves have fallen now. Is getting them by with his hands. That is Mura Senso, and that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always being there for me. Subscribe, share the video, and let me know what you think of today's video. Likes, many likes as possible. Bye, and see you again in my next video. Bye bye. God bless you. Bye.